Today in Augusta, a quick thinking response at the Baileyville paper mill prevented a potential disaster.
Hi, I'm Garrett.
And I'm Leah.
Welcome to Laid Back Local, the news of the day with Leah and Garrett, covering Augusta, Maine. All right, let's set the stage for this one. A fire broke out at the Woodland Pulp Mill in Baileyville. The fire started on April 8, 2023, around 11:45 a.m. It was quickly extinguished by about 15 firefighters from Baileyville, Calais, and Princeton. It was contained to a wall above an ash hopper, with no injuries and minimal damage. Now, this mill had a gas leak in January that resulted in fatalities, and is still under investigation. Even though this was a minor fire, it produced a lot of smoke, which really shows the importance of good ventilation in these places.
Honestly, it's concerning how often incidents happen there. It highlights the importance of industrial safety and prevention measures, right? What do you think about that, Garrett?
Yeah, totally. It's something to chew on, huh? All right, let's roll on.
Okay, here's where we go next. Maine's congressional delegation has been reacting to the recent U.S. and Israel strikes on Iran. These missile strikes targeted Iran's nuclear program and were announced by President Trump. Now, Rep. Chelly Pingree called them unconstitutional, while Senator Angus King is concerned about the potential for escalating conflicts. Iran has already retaliated with strikes of their own, increasing regional tensions. And there's a real call for congressional consultation on this.
That's a solid point. I mean, with ongoing negotiations, the timing of these strikes is questionable, and the need for congressional oversight in military decisions is crucial. Let's keep it moving. Next up, this one's got some depth to it. George Mitchell's portrait has been removed from the Maine State House amid Epstein allegations. Mitchell, a former U.S. Senate Majority Leader, is under scrutiny for alleged ties to Jeffrey Epstein. His portrait was replaced by Gail Laughlins, who was the first woman to practice law in Maine. This reflects a reassessment of his legacy, even though Mitchell denies any wrongdoing. It shows a societal shift in how we view public figures, right?
Totally get where you're coming from. I applaud the decision to increase women's representation. It's a story worth telling, and it really opens up a discussion about public accountability and evolving societal standards. All right, on to the next. In Skowhegan, a Venezuelan asylum seeker was detained during an immigration raid. Yubize del Carmen Torrealba Linares, who's just 20, fled political violence in Venezuela. She's challenging her detention through a habeas corpus petition, which is basically a legal action to seek relief from unlawful detention. The operation raises concerns about both legal and humanitarian implications for asylum seekers. And now a judge has ordered the government to respond to her petition. It's a debate over the treatment of asylum seekers.
I could get behind that idea. The increase in raids, even after Operation Catch of the Day ended, is pretty alarming. We really need humane immigration practices and legal clarity. All right, that ties it up nicely. Last up, a Farmington man was sentenced to nearly 25 years for gross sexual assault. Corey Hutchinson was convicted for assaulting a former girlfriend, with the victim testifying about the use of physical force. The sentencing includes probation and underscores the severe consequences for sexual violence. It really reflects the judiciary's stance on addressing sexual violence and protecting victims.
Let's shed some light on this. It's so important to see justice for victims, and it's our societal responsibility to address sexual violence and support survivors. Can you believe that's even a thing? And that's where we'll leave it for now.
Thanks for tuning in to Laid Back Local, the news of the day with Leah and Garrett, reporting from Augusta. Have a great day, and join us tomorrow for more updates.